quick. GG on the last run. That was fantastic. That's such a difficult game, and you make it look so easy.
Thank you very much. It went pretty well compared to the practice runs earlier. We are going to do a little bit of Master System here now. This is Quartet. This is my favourite new game this year.
This game is great. I was not familiar with it until you showed it off. Asked me to commentate, and it's a really cute arcade port of a Sega arcade game from '88, I believe, and they ported this over to the Master System. I guess maybe '86, because it just said '87 copyright for Master System. So early first-gen game, lovely game, beautiful game, and I can't wait for you to show it off.
Okay, well, if we are ready, we can get cracking. So, shall we begin?
Absolutely, when you're ready.
Okay.
Well, this one's going to go fast, so definitely keep your eyes peeled. Patak makes it look so easy, and he's off here. And as you can see, he is controlling Mary, who just picked up the jetpack. That's right, she is on her way. She is now cruising through this game, and this jetpack allows you to do that. Picking up the star, you need a star to exit every level to be able to get to the exit and use it. With the jetpack, another bonus aspect, just like with this boss fight, you're able to reach this boss that goes up and down. Without the jetpack, you just have to wait for the boss to come down, and you can jump and shoot. One of these, the kind of trickier aspects of this game is the jump button is with button 1, which is the button inside closest to your D-pad, rather than the more familiar, feels better outside button 2. So that's one kind of trickier aspect, and again, you know, Patak making this look so easy because he just went from one game with one control schematics to another. He is now fighting the second boss here on the World 2, this chameleon. I love these boss designs. Every boss gets more and more creative, not only in terms of the fight, but also in terms of design. And again, this game gives you quite a bit of variety because each boss fight's going to be different. Little hidden item there. So in this game, you know, your health bar is very low, but you can pick up additional health, which he just did. And he was able to avoid those kissing mouths, those lips. Oh, he's able to get past that. But I know Patak wants to know from chat, are those lips from Pink Floyd or are they Rolling Stone lips? Personally, since they stick out their tongue, I think they're Rolling Stone lips. But I think to each their own, whatever your preference is. And now, as you can see, one aspect of this gameplay is blasting through these blocks. Not only are these barriers that are, you know, in your way to get to your goal, but they also contain hidden items, such as that HP pickup there. That boss goes way too quick. I love that boss. It might be my favorite one. Looks like a Muppet design. Some Jim Henson scariness going on there. Absolutely love it. But Patak's just making too quick work. I've barely been able to talk about this game. Again, this is the arcade port. In the arcade, you're able to play up to 4 different players. In this port, you can pick up to 2. However, player 1 has to be married, whereas player 2 is the second player, Edgar. I am not sure, since I don't actually physically own a Master System, if you can just plug in a player 2 control port and select Edgar that way, or you actually need a second player to play as Edgar. But one really cool aspect with this speedrun, such a really cool speedrun, it does have co-op capabilities. However, that category is open. It's a free category on the board, so get a friend right now, spend the weekend learning this speedrun and claiming a world record and co-op any percent for this game, because it is an awesome game. As you can see, the colors are fantastic. It is the Master System, something that NES speedrunners are probably scratching their eyes. They can't believe it, but that bright yellow, look at that yellow, so beautiful on this Master System. And when we get to the final boss here, the Master System really shows off its capabilities with a beautiful light display. But we're getting to... Oh, Patak had to show it off. One of the bottomless pits there. Just loses all your health upgrades there. So he's definitely going a little bit slower. Freeze the enemies there. Some safety strats. That's one very difficult aspect of this. One of these late levels is these death pits. And, of course, he wanted to show it off just to show how difficult this game can be. Picking up the rocket, the jetpack now, is on the move. We have if he can set this up with these cannonballs on the screen, he can have an easy fight here. I love, again, a great boss design here, but the boss practically does nothing as long as you see these floating cannonballs on the screen. If he could have 3 or less, there we go. Just go to town. Look at this lizard guy, though. He is awesome. And yeah, he's out of there. Can't do anything. And to the exit, Patak is off to round 6 here. He does not have to worry about collecting a star, and as you can see, these... Oh, excuse me. Just the Master System flexing just all these beautiful lights that is distracting you from what Patak is actually doing. So this is a maze stage where he has to go through and find the correct statue, blow its head off, because that's what you do to every statue, in the correct order to be able to unlock the exit. Finding the correct statue. Has to go up there, knock that one off, boom. But again, these beautiful light displays just... You know, I don't condone it, but, you know, this is where, you know, you can, instead of hitting the Pink Floyd laser light show, fire up some Quartet, because beautiful game. But we're at the final boss now, where you have these 5 turrets. He's got to destroy each one. Probably the trickiest part of this game, because each turret takes like 20 hits to be able to just destroy it. As you're dodging this bullet hell. Just amazing work by Patak here, getting the center turret gone, working on the others. There can only be 2 bullets on the screen at every time, and the bullets have a... Oh, it takes an untimely death there. That's alright. He's He's gonna clutch it out. There it is! And that's a GG. But as I was saying, the bullets have a certain range, as well as you can only have 2 on the screen. So to be able to take out all 5 turrets like that, amazing job by Patak. And we get this lovely cut screen and the lore behind this game. So these aliens have invaded this colony, and what do? The princess that we all admire and honor, they steal her casket because she's dead. Because that's how Sega rolls. It's so dark. And they're like, kids, get used to it. You're gonna die someday. And this queen did. And here's her casket. And the aliens have taken it. So, you know, Mario and your Nintendo games of rescuing the princess, we gotta rescue her casket. Because that's how hardcore we are up in Sega. And thank you, Patak, for showing this amazing game off. And he is right. You know, not enough Master System runners out there. I love the challenge. The year just began. It is April 25th. Challenge you the rest of this calendar year to pick up and find a Master System game you're going to speed run, because they are amazing. I suggest any of the Wonder Boy games, especially Dragon's Trap. But anything that wets your whistle is good. But thanks for having us. I'm not sure if Patak's going to jump back on and give some shout-outs. Yeah. There we go. GG's, buddy.
Thank you. That was an interesting run. Karma Chameleon decided to play about, didn't he?
You definitely gave us, you know, it was not a smooth run, but, you know, you were able to show off the difficulty. And why you kind of have to stay on your toes.
Yeah. So I will be back with you all on Sunday during the Disney Relay, because we will be showing off one of the top SMS games, the Lucky Dime Caper. So I need to get some practice in. But let's stick around and see what Boost Chain has to offer, because he's about to be running Alicia Dragoon, if I can say.
That's right.
Well, thank you all very much for having me, and until I see you next, glory to you and your D-pad.